Hey, so I know y'all been watching TikTok, Instagram about all these Chinese people over in China saying that they making Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, Chanel, Fendi, and I've been saying this for years. You know, I heard this girl once say, she's like, "Oh, I like nice things." How's a plastic bag, vinyl bag, Gucci? I got a backpack from Gucci that costs $1,850, straight vinyl. I got a Louis Vuitton backpack that come from Louis Vuitton, and it costs $3,200. Both of the backpacks is vinyl. How is that nice? When did vinyl become nice things? You've been paying for the name forever, and now something that's going on where the Chinese is mad about tariffs, which Donald Trump brought to the light. So y'all need to blame Donald Trump because he's exposing everybody, which is a good thing. That's why I voted for him, because he about realness. Ain't no secrets with Donald Trump. Ain't no secrets around. So the Chinese is mad because I guess they not making money off these brands no more, Hermes and all that. But y'all women run around talking about, oh yeah, I like nice things. How is plastic nice things? Some of their stuff is leather, but most of their stuff ain't leather, period. That shit is vinyl. When did vinyl become nice? Vinyl was the option that you choose. Like when you go get your car upholstered, they put vinyl around the sides of the seats. If you want leather, they put leather down the middle, not unless you tell them you want everything in the car leather. But most of the time, they put the leather on the seat part and the back part. The sides is vinyl. Vinyl has been the cheaper option for anything from the beginning of time. They make samples with vinyl so you can see how the purse looks. Um, so when did vinyl become nice things? Like you guys are totally, some of you guys, because all of us is not on it. I mean, I understand the difference. And, when I took a trip to Italy, the man at Judy Leather explained to me how they take what part came off the calf, what part came off a bull, what part came off a cow, how old the cow was. He broke down how they cure the leather, how they dye it, how they tan it, everything. He showed me a lot. So when I showed him my Louis Vuitton backpack, I said, "Well, what's this?" He said, "Man, no offense, but that's plastic, bro." I said, "What?" I already knew it wasn't leather, but I didn't know it was like plastic or vinyl. Like he really broke down. And Judy, anybody that's ever been to Italy, I went to Venice, Italy, and I met a company called Judy Leather. They've been in. I went to that was when did I go to Italy? About 4 years ago. So they have been in business then. It was a family owned business. They have been passing it down for 93 years. And they told me everything. They didn't hate on none of the brands, but they told me exactly what it was. And I'm paying you paying for the name. I remember this chick, she got mad at me. She posted on Instagram and was like, "Oh, yeah, I just bought this from Louis Vuitton and they gave me this free." I said, "They needed to give you all that shit free." She got mad at me for saying, I said, "You spent all that money for that plastic." I said, "If you gonna spend money like that and you got an idea in your head, it's crazy why you wouldn't spend your money on making your idea versus buying a gang of plastic stuff." I really can't do it. I really couldn't do it. But yeah, me as a designer, a clothes maker, and a bag maker, I understand, because one thing about China, they leather is trash. China's leather is trash. So like I got all my samples and stuff made in China's leather, but I don't like they leather. Now it's kind of strange that I thought a lot of this leather was coming from Europe, but now I'm finding out this leather is coming from China. So it must be something different. Well, I know all the vinyl bags could be coming from China because China is good with the vinyl. They got some cold vinyl. Like they print on it, they do this and do that, and I don't know if they probably chemically treat it too. I don't know the exact formula, but I know they are good because I do have a couple of bags that's a couple of samples that was done in vinyl. Then I told them, I said, "Well, listen, I don't want that in vinyl. Let's do leather. I want to do my samples in leather." And so I guess China's mad now because of the tariffs with Donald Trump, and now they exposing all the brands. That's crazy. That's how, it's crazy. Like one time, it's crazy how you'll keep a secret till you get mad, till somebody make you mad, then you expose them. Why you didn't expose them from the beginning? It was all good just a week ago, huh? But yeah, so y'all running around buying this Louis, Gucci, Chanel, Prada, Fendi, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't working. It's really not working. They getting exposed. So you walking around with straight trash. And a lot of this stuff have no value. They saying Chanel is the top dog, but I guarantee Chanel is over there. If Hermes is making bags in China, guarantee Chanel is too. Because all the time I thought Gucci was, same as Louis, but Louis is higher than Gucci. Then I thought Louis was the same as Chanel. Chanel is higher than Louis Vuitton. So I'm guessing that Hermes is higher than all of them because they got the Birkin. So the Birkin is the most expensive bag that I done heard of, but I really don't study that stuff no more because it don't mean nothing to me. Like I still got my Louis backpack, I got my Gucci backpack, I got my Louis luggage, I got all that. I'm just keeping it just to keep it, but I got my own luggage now, and I got my own backpack, I got my own stuff now. So really, after this tariff war thing gets under control, then I'm gonna start printing my stuff and getting my stuff assembled because it's that time. But right now we need to wait and see what this tariff thing doing. I'm glad Donald Trump put these tariffs down because now, when I tell people that Gucci, Louis, Prada, Chanel, Fendi, all that stuff is weak and all you buying is the name, you paying for the name. I'm crazy. I don't know what I'm talking about. But now the Chinese people is exposing y'all. So I guess you're gonna call that fake news, right? But the truth has to come out sometime. Like this whole world is being exposed right now, and we just a part of it. And all you gotta do is listen. Just listen. I'm not saying you gotta do whatever they say doing. I'm not even saying you gotta believe what they saying, but just listen. At least listen and go do your research. That's what my teacher used to tell me. He said, don't believe nothing that I'm telling you. Go do your research. So go do your research. If you're getting any value from this video, please like, follow, and subscribe. Like, follow, and subscribe. It don't cost a dime. It's free. To subscribe to my channel is free. To hit that notification bell, it's free. It don't cost a dime. It helps the channel out. And please like the video. I'd appreciate it. If you don't want to subscribe, you don't want to hit the notification bell, at least just like the video. It helps the video travel a little further in the algorithm, and it helps the truth get out. I'm not on here with no propaganda. I'm on here telling the truth. This is what I've been saying from the beginning. When I started clothes 15 years ago. And my brand is called Selfish Millionaires. Check out Selfish Millionaires. I started this a long, long time ago. And, I figured it out then that they was faking on us. We was buying the name. Like you actually buying it, you paying for their name. You're not paying for the quality of the bag. If you figured out how much they was paying to make each, because they making millions of bags. So if a bag costs, let's say for instance, a bag costs 60, the man told me $67, $64, $67. And they making millions of bags. They probably paying $25 a bag. And they killing you with it. They getting you for $1,000, $2,000, $2,500. You buying a $2,500 bag that probably costs $35 to make. But you paying for that name, and that name don't even care about you. They can care less about who you are. They not gonna do nothing. They if you needed a purse to save humanity, they wouldn't give it to you. Thanks.